Man, y'all make me sick. Bro. So I looked into Charlie Kirk, the things that he said, what he stood for. I had family members, you know what I'm saying, sending me stuff, telling me stuff like, oh, this was a bad person. You know what I'm saying? They said all type of stuff about black people, this and that. And so I was like, oh, for real? Send me the link. Of course, I never got a link. Never got it. The stuff that I did get sent, when I watched the whole thing, not just the out of context clip, none of the stuff was present that they told me was present. I didn't feel the racism. I didn't feel no misogyny. All I saw was a man that was sick of the bullshit. I'm sick of the bullshit. Bro, we have been doing this for so long. How long are we going to put up with this evil, bro? I feel like the moment folks started saying, let the men go in the women's bathroom, we should have knew then. We should have been like, nah, bro. Cut everything out. Cut everything out. So now you want to sit up here and tell me we should celebrate this man's death because he didn't believe in everything I believed in. Nigga, your mama don't believe in everything you believe in, stanky boy. Don't nobody believe in everything you believe in. That don't mean that we justify killing a father and a husband. Anybody, fool. You know how many people I see on a daily basis that I talk to and I know in their head they not all the way there? You know what I'm saying? And this is from a purely factual standpoint. Because we have to sit here, we have to understand something. A lot of the times, we as human beings act on our emotions because we have a certain picture painted about somebody, right? And that stems from having a wrong thought about somebody. Like you might hear a piece of what somebody says, you might think, man, this guy is straight up evil. Whole time, the problem is you're evil. You heard a piece and your brain took it that way. You took it there. Nobody put that there but you, bro. You're evil. I heard a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm only going to look after somebody that'll look after me. If they don't look after me, if they not about me, then I don't care none for them. And then they want to say, I'm Christian. Bro, what God are you serving, brother? What God are you serving? I remember in the Bible, it said, only look after those who look after you. I remember that part. And then I remember, oh yeah, that's the satanic Bible. That's not the gospel, bro. Love those. Love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. That's what God taught. To know God is to look after the afflicted. To look after the needy. Jeremiah 22:16. Bro, y'all people be so far away from God and don't even realize it, fool. Y'all are sitting up here celebrating death. When has that ever been a thing? People be like, oh, well, in the Bible it say, we rejoice after the wicked. Bro, why though? God didn't say this is a good thing. No. He didn't say in the beginning, I created this on this day, that on this day, and when dead people die, everybody's okay. No, he didn't say that, bro. That's not there, bro. On the contrary, I'm pretty sure it says somewhere in Ezekiel, he like, dude, when the wicked die, does God rejoice? No. So even if in your head you justified your filth, because that's what this is, your filth. Even in your head, if you've justified your filth by saying this man was wicked, bro, you still wrong. And on top of that, he wasn't. Woe to those who trade good for evil and evil for good. For bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Bro, you're cooked. You need to repent. You're cooked. It's done. You need to go talk to Abba Father, bro. And this is me talking to Christians. I'm not even talking to the people that don't believe in God. They've been cooked. They're done. Bible says, God did not send Jesus into the world to condemn the world, right? But those who didn't believe were condemned already. That's John. Bro, I'm not even talking to them. I'm talking to y'all who think y'all know God, but fall straight into the category of you honor me with your lips, but your heart is far from me. Fall into that category. There is no way you know the living God in celebrated Charlie Kirk's death thinking that that was the right thing and thinking God wants me to do this. No, it's not. And honestly, bro, I wasn't following Charlie Kirk like, you know what I'm saying? I don't do the whole social media thing and all that stuff, you know what I mean? I try to do my own thing and stay out the way. So I don't use Instagram and all that stuff. So I wasn't following him, but whenever I did see the little shorts and stuff, I ain't never hear nothing as far as he hates you if you look a certain way or you dress a certain way. On the contrary, he was one of the only few people that would talk to you. Y'all are so lucky, bro, that this is America. For real. Because in other countries, ain't no talking, bro. Like, you go over there with them stupid ideals and ideologies that you think will run. Here, you go over there with that, bro, they gonna make you a public example. And I feel like that's what we missing. We missing public examples. Some of y'all need to be put in public. Y'all need to be put in public. And everybody needs to see. Everybody needs to see exactly what happens when you do this shit. This is crazy. This is insane. What part, man, I'm not even trying to seem like I'm the smartest guy in the world or some shit, bro. I know I'm not. But I truly feel like the people that I see, the people that are doing this shit, the people with the loudest voices for real, most of them, they gone, bro. Retarded. Done. Nothing. They not at home. Nobody's home, bro. No. Nigga, bro, folks will say something, right? And just be arguing for the sake of arguing. Like, you don't even believe in the stuff you saying. You just arguing just because you don't want the other person to be right. And I don't know, like, I'm a younger person, right? Like, I'm not in my 30s, I'm in my 20s. So help me understand something, because as somebody that's in their 20s, I'm not saying I got it all together. I definitely don't. But what I am saying is that something that I do is I will try to work on myself. Like, things that I see I have a problem with, I'll notice it, or somebody else might bring it to me and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You do this and that. And I'm like, they're either right or they're wrong. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. I do this. Let me go ahead and try to change. Let me start to change my habits. Do y'all not do that? Do y'all just be like, I'm perfect just the way I am? And just, you know what I'm saying? Goofy goober? Like, do y'all just out here living life, not giving a, y'all don't care about nothing but yourself? Is that how people living? I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I'm sitting here watching this stuff, bro, and I keep thinking to myself, bro, I feel like everybody that's doing this stupid shit, I don't care if you left, you right, I feel like you so retarded. Charlie's message was so clear and simple. I haven't even seen all of his stuff, and I understand exactly who the man was and what he stood for, bro. Because I didn't just watch a couple clips out of context. I took the clip, found the original video, and watched it in length. Bro, one thing I know about this man for sure. He stood for the principles and moralities of Christ. So basically, you telling me you hate Christ. When y'all see you rejoice at this, that's what I think. Like, There's no way. You hate Christ because Charlie told the truth about a lot of stuff. So if you couldn't handle the truth that Charlie was telling you, then how can you handle the way, the truth, how can you handle Jesus? When Jesus shows you all this stuff, you know what that reminded me of? They was cheering when they crucified Jesus. They was happy when Jesus was dying. Do y'all remember that? I'm not saying you was there, but y'all remember y'all read that part of the Bible? The crowds and stuff, they was like, away with him, release Barnabas. You know what I'm saying? Let Jesus' blood be on our hand. Y'all remember that? The Jews. His people. His people. They was so happy when he died, fool. Americans. America. Wow, bro, I've been seeing folks in other countries more torn up about an American dying than Americans. Bro, you're American. I don't care if you say you hate the country, brother. You're born here. You're American. Why is it that you are cheering when this man dies? You're sick. I don't know, man. Hey, look, if y'all got an answer to this, if somebody has some clarifying details for me, man, please post it in the comment section. And if you already trying to figure out ways to justify your disgusting behavior, just keep it to yourself, bro. Keep it to yourself and pray. I'm praying for you, but you need to pray. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're not going down the right path. You're making excuses for your behavior. And when you do that, fool, you start to turn off that sense of rationality, your conscience, you start to turn that off. You're going down a bad road. And I don't want to see it.